I feel like going out and having a drink with her and talking to her and having a conversation with her, maybe even having sex with her, maybe going on a few dates with her. If that's what I want to do. God, I'm going to fucking do it. Whatever. I don't necessarily recommend it. I think you could find somebody to start fresh with, but I don't have a problem with it. Frank, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
Going well. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good
Just
to have you on. What's up, brother?
I'm still a virgin at 30.
Oh. So why don't we go over your experiences? So do you go out on dates?
No, I've never been on a date before.
Never been on a date. Have you ever had a girlfriend?
No.
No girlfriend. At 30, not in high school, not ever, not like it, even like an innocent childhood girlfriend.
Well, actually, yeah, I did in middle school for like a week, but that was it.
Why is that?
I just don't go out ever.
You don't go out and you don't talk to any women at all?
No.
Do you work?
Yeah, I work.
You don't see any women in the workplace?
I'm a truck driver, so I don't socialize
Okay.
with anyone.
Never gotten an escort?
No. I don't want to pay for it, so.
So, how tall are you? I'm just trying to gauge.
5'9".
Okay, so that's average height. I'm not good at judging men's looks, but you look average or above average in looks, average in height. Truck drivers make a pretty decent income. They make like close to six figures, but a tad under usually, right?
No, most drivers make around 40,000.
Really?
You
I
could
guess it
probably make
depends.
you could
I guess
make
it depends.
like 60,000 at the top end, but most are around 40,000. So
Okay. So you don't talk to any women.
no, I mean I don't go
I,
out, so
I think it's pretty obvious what your problem. Are you trolling right now, man? Let's be honest here. You're
no, I'm
you're
not
fucking with
trolling.
us, aren't you?
No,
Come on, man. So, do you want to lose your virginity?
um, I do, but I'm not really horny anymore. I think I have like libido problems, you know.
Dude, you're trolling.
No, I'm not. I'm seriously
You're
not.
fucking trolling.
I'm not. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm not.
Come on, man. If you go out to a nightclub and there's a bunch of hot girls shaking their ass, wearing, tight little shorts. Some of them you can see the thong coming out from up top of the shorts and the belly shirt. They're dressed in these nice little skimpy outfits. Of any libido, you look at these girls and you're just like, nah.
Well, the thing is, like a couple months ago, I went to a strip club and I paid
Uh-huh.
like $1,000 for a lap dance, which was really a really bad idea. But I didn't get hard. Like my dick wasn't working, and she was like really hot. She was like grinding up against me.
Are you attracted to girls?
Yeah, I'm attracted to women. Yeah.
100% totally heterosexual, always have been.
Yes.
But now at the age of 30, you've already lost all of your libido.
I mean, I don't get morning wood anymore. I have to wait like a week in order to have like a good orgasm, you know. So like
How much
Jack,
do you weigh?
180, 185.
So you're in good shape. You're at least average, potentially above average in looks. You're at least average in financial stability, career wise and all that. Do you masturbate to internet porn?
I do.
So how are you going to say you have no libido when you masturbate to internet porn?
Well, I couldn't get it up with when I was at the strip club, so
But you can get it up when you're watching porn.
yeah.
So have you ever thought of maybe giving the porn, like maybe just saying, let's not do that. Just for a little while, let's not do that.
Yeah, I did it for like a week. But I still can't get like, like morning wood anymore. Even if I skip it for like an entire week, I just don't get hard.
Do you get hard? Okay, when you're over there on a porn, tube site, do you get hard?
Yeah, I do.
So when you open up your laptop and your brain clicks, okay, it's time to get my sexual fix in. Even though it's masturbation, that's still what your brain thinks. So you get that going, and instantly you get hard, and you can go at it for as long as you need to, as long as you want to, and that's that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so.
But you can't do it when an actual physical real woman is with you.
Right. Yeah.
So that sounds like performance anxiety. How does it feel when you're getting when you were getting the lap dance, were you nervous?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, I think that's what it is. I think most guys go through this when they first enter the sexual marketplace, which even though you're 30, you haven't entered yet. Sounds like what you're saying. So most guys, like let's say it's a 17-year-old that's in high school, he's at a movie theater with a chick. Well, let's say 18 because we don't. This is YouTube. Let's keep it legit. Let's say it's an 18-year-old in a movie theater and a girl's rubbing on his leg, kissing on him, and she's grabbing him in a place that has erectile tissue. It's common for a guy that's a virgin that has very little experience to get nervous and have performance anxiety and not get hard. It's common for a girl that has no experience to get nervous, get tense, and not be ready to have sex too. It's the same thing. But for you just got to pop that cherry, bro.
Yeah.
You have to do it with a real woman. I mean, your problem is you're truck driving, so the only people you're talking with are people at guard shacks. You pull up and give them your information, and you get in the yard, and you go in, you drop your truck off, you go out to take the truck somewhere else, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
And that's your life. You're never going to get over it if you don't explore new boundaries. Do you have a Tinder or any dating app?
I do. I was getting some matches, but they're all like super fat women. So I'm overweight myself, but these women are like really, really fat. So
that's not good. So every single woman that you match with, being a dude, because they don't know that you're a virgin, they don't know anything about you. They don't even know your height. So all they see is what I see right now, what the chat sees right now, a guy that's either average or slightly above average. And the only women you get matches with are extremely overweight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't see how that's even possible.
Well, I do have, I guess I only have like selfies, so I don't have good pictures. So maybe if I get some better
So
pictures.
do I. Look, listen, here's another thing. A lot of these dating coaches will tell guys to take a picture next to yourself on the beach in the south of France, next to a Lamborghini in a tuxedo with a lot of people around having a good time and a fucking helicopter and all sorts of shit.
Right.
I will literally, there's a reason why I do this. When I go on dating apps, I'll usually take selfies. I'll take like a shirtless bathroom selfie. You know why? I'm
I
not
mean,
trying to pull women that want to ride in a Ferrari. I'm not
right.
trying to pull women that only want me to ride in a helicopter. I'm trying to pull a women that are down with standing in the bathroom with their shirts off. So that's why I put those pictures on there. So I don't understand why you're not getting results with selfies. I would assume that you would be able to.
Well, my body looks pretty shitty, so I don't want to take any bathroom selfies.
Well, you don't have to do that. I mean, you could just take a picture of your face. What do you put in the bio on the dating apps?
I just left it blank. Well, I did put my height in, but at first I just left it blank. There was nothing, like no text at all.
You should put something that's going to catch their attention. Now, I'm not big on bios either, but express your unique personality. Me, I'm like a smart ass. So when I go on dating apps, I might say something like, see, I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I might say something on there. My bio might say, Tulsa has the worst drivers I've ever seen, and the women aren't much better. That's my bio.
It's pretty good, and that's it. You just one
Yeah.
sentence.
Yeah. And it's meant to, so they read it and they're like, well, that's kind of funny. And then they instantly have something to say to me. They can either talk about the drivers, or they can be like, well, what's up with the women? Maybe you just haven't met the right one yet. You know, it gives them something to get engaged with. So maybe you should put something in there. Now, you're not taking any swings. The one swing you took was at a strip club, and you got performance anxiety because some hot chick was dancing on you and you didn't get a boner. You know, you were putting pressure on yourself. Like, performance anxiety comes from this idea that you're supposed to have a boner.
That's
Like,
what I
so
was thinking. Like, why can't I
right,
get hard? Like, what's going on?
right. And I've known of this happening. Like, trust me, I've worked with a lot of people off the air, on the air, whatever. And there's a lot of guys out there, hell, even myself included, when I was in high school. It probably happened a few times, but I'll have a hot chick. There she is. We're about to do our thing. And I start to like sweat, or they start to sweat or whatever. And it's like, I'm supposed to get hard. So, you know, I'm nervous and I'm not. Now you're 30, but you're still in the same mindset as me when I was in high school, because you're still a virgin, right?
Yeah.
So the only way to overcome that is just to keep going, man. There is no cycle, or there's no magical pill that I can give you. Like, there is, but I don't recommend you take those. But it's almost like, okay, what psychologists will do, if you were to meet a psychologist and you told him you were afraid of needles, so you couldn't get shots, but you needed shots, like you have diabetes, you need insulin or something like that, but you're scared to death of shots, so you can't go get shots. The psychologist would set a needle down on the desk and have a conversation with you. Be like, don't worry about this needle. It's not there to hurt you, but we're just going to have a conversation here. And you would look at the needle. You'd be scared. You know, you'd get that anxiety. But after several months of talking to him with that needle there, eventually you would overcome that anxiety and you would realize the needle's not going to hurt you. So it's the same thing with women. So if you're unable to get an erection around women, what you need to do is be around more women. And eventually you'll find out that there's no reason to be afraid of whether you get an erection or not around a woman. As a matter of fact, if you're with a woman and, you know, you eventually get one back to your place, it would be a good idea to let her know, like, sometimes I get nervous and I don't know what to do. And then she can help you out. Women like to help guys out. She would like to be the reason you're getting an erection. So she can do whatever she does, you know, work her magic and get you an erection. You know, that would be the case. But The biggest problem that you have is getting out there and meeting women. Because you said you've never had a girlfriend, you've never been on a date. So how do you even know that you have some sort of erectile dysfunction? Because you can get it up around porn, but you never go out with women. But you assume that when you go out with women, you're not going to get an erection.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I should just go out some more and try.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. Your problem's not even that bad.
I mean,
think you're just
is it
trying to
weird
be
to go to
funny.
the club when you're 30?
No.
They're just going to be a bunch of like college girls, and I don't know.
No. I mean, if it's weird if you're not having a good time. Like if you're some dude that's just there and not talking to anybody and just like sitting in a corner and you're like around a bunch of 21-year-olds, yeah, they're going to look at you like you're a weirdo. But if you're having a good time, and that's really all that matters. When people look at you and they see you're having a good time, you fit in automatically at a party because that's what they want to do too.
Okay.
Yeah. But what you should do, I don't necessarily recommend, because you're a truck driver, you probably travel the country. I don't recommend you just like walk into nightclubs in whatever city you're in and, start partying. I think you should meet women wherever it is you live and where you spend the most time at. And I think you should get to know them. That should be your goal. Because at your stage, you have a lot of making up to do. And just hooking up with random women at nightclubs, it's not going to get you much experience. You could sleep with 1,000 women and have zero experience. Because hooking up is not the same experience as actually like learning how to effectively communicate in a relationship. You know what I mean? It's two completely different ball games.
Yeah, different skills, right?
Yeah. But you need to go out there and talk to more women. That's it. That's your only problem. You're just not talking to any because you don't even know if you have a problem.
True. True.
Yeah.
Well, I would
So
say that, like socially, I just don't like to socialize. Pretty introverted. Like once I have a conversation with like a few people, I'm just kind of done. I don't want to do anything else.
are you like an asexual? You don't actually want women? You don't want to have sex with women? You don't want a relationship?
I want to have sex. I don't know if I want a relationship though. It just seems like a lot of work.
But it's not. If it's work, it's not worth it. Good relationships, good healthy relationships, whether it's friends with benefits all the way up to marriage, it's not supposed to be hard work. You're supposed to enjoy it. It's supposed to happen naturally. If it's not, then you're not with the right person. But if all you want is sex and you're a truck driver, why don't you just get escorts?
I mean, if you're paying for it, it's like it just feels cheap. It doesn't feel like the real thing. Like
I agree. So
she's
what
not
you're
into you,
seeking
so
out isn't sexual satisfaction. You're seeking something emotional.
yeah, I
The
guess
difference
like
between an
validation.
escort and a woman that wants to be with you is the woman that wants to be with you actually has feelings for you.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
So all you have to do is go out and talk to women, man. There's really nothing else that I could possibly tell you. Wherever it is that you live, what city do you live in?
Richmond, Virginia.
That's a good city to meet women in.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't know. Yeah, I
That's a
wouldn't
really
know.
good city to meet women in, man. Why aren't you doing it?
I don't know. I guess I'll try and go out next week and see what happens. So.
Well, it's not just go out. Like, I mean, your career sucks at meeting women. Like you're by yourself all the time. Your social skills are probably rock bottom because the only people you communicate are dudes in guard shacks. And it's like once a day, maybe. That's terrible. But you have to work on those social skills. So I would suggest number one, getting male friends. Surprisingly, I mean, you might think that sounds a little awkward, but if you have male friends, those male friends are just like you. They seek women. They seek romantic and sexual relationships with women. So being around them is going to, birds of a feather flock together, so to say. So that's going to help guide you in the right path. So I would seek out male friends, first of all, because there's no pressure in doing that. That's easy. And then you and your male friends can go out and meet women. Do it together.
Where would you go to like meet male friends?
The gym is a good place. What are your interests? Do you hunt?
No, I don't really do anything besides work and eat and sleep. I mean, I do go to the gym, but that's about it.
Well, one thing about the gym, the reason why I would suggest this is a place to meet friends is when you're at the gym and you're pumping iron, people need a spot, you need a spot. People just like to bullshit when they're at the gym. They like to, talk to other people, shoot the shit about random bullshit. And that's a chance for you to make friends. I was saying a couple weeks ago on a podcast that was talking about a dude at the gym that I had met. And, he had asked me for a spot. We were bullshitting, shooting the shit for a little while, talking about some of the chicks in the gym, talking about the ones that have nice asses and so on and so forth. You know, the way dudes talk with each other. This is how we talk at the gym. It's locker room talk. And, he ended up adding me on Facebook. As soon as we left the gym, he sent me a message and he said, "Hey man, let's go to a strip club. Let's go grab lunch at a strip club." And I was like, you know what? This is a pretty cool dude. But that's some dude I didn't know. He likes pussy. I like pussy. He likes to lift weights. I like to lift weights. Boom. We made friends. It's that easy. So, I mean, anywhere you go, you can do that. But I would recommend the gym. That's a good place to start.
Okay, yeah, I could try that.
Yeah. Well, that's my advice to you, man. Make male friends. Get out there, run with a pack, meet some females, take some shots, find out that there's no pressure in talking to girls. There's no reason to get, any sort of anxiety when you're talking with women.
Okay.
Should be easy.
Yep.
But one thing I would recommend is don't mention that you're a virgin.
Right. Yeah, that'll probably turn them off.
I mean, it would give an awkward vibe. So just don't mention it. I would leave that out. There's no reason to mention it.
Okay.
But hey, man, I've got to run. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, thank you for taking my call. See you later.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.